How's it going, everybody? It is me, Shirdel. I can think of a better nickname. Today, this is a very short little video. I've got some big videos in the works. I've got the next Pro Tekken history in the works. I want to do another OST tier list soon. I've got some other cool videos in the works on the way. In the meantime, I just want to do something a little bit small. Twitter's been buzzing about this character selection quiz that's just came out. I will post the link to the tweet in the description so you can check out the website yourself and give it a try. So the basic premise is that you can find a Tekken character based on how you believe your playstyle to be. So I just want to give it a try to see what it recommends. My main characters are Elisa and Marduk, and I've also played Jack and Geese in the past, so we'll see what characters it gives me based on that. So let's give it a go and see what happens. Do you prefer a male or female character? Here we go, leaning out for, weeding out for wifey mains. I've also got a coffee just to, while I think about it. I have zero preference. So I'm just gonna click I don't care and go next. Do you want DLC characters including crossovers recommended to you? Yeah, I don't care about DLC, so go ahead. During a round, what do you think you'd enjoy most? Primary goal. Flashy high damage combos. I do like my flashy combos and optimizing juggles. Dashing in and out of range of my so movement. Movement is very important. I prefer... I do like backdashing. I think backdashing and sidestepping are equally important. I think backdashing is generally a safer option, while sidestepping is more of a hard read. I do like being aggressive as well, but I like timing my poking and aggression. Defending is something that I'm trying to get better at. It's still something that I find stressful at times, defending optimally, but I think I've gotten better at it over time and keeping my cool and trying to read my opponent. I like being able to play a character that can do everything, so I'm going to say an all-rounder character. Okay. In that case, I'm going to go back and I'm going to change my answer since there's primary and secondary. I'm going to say... That's really tough, actually. I actually think high damage combos. I like optimizing juggles, right? It's not the same as high damage, actually, though. I like squeezing the most out of juggle damage and going for Okazemi situations. I'll say it, but I do like... I'll go all-rounder, actually, primarily. Secondarily, I would like a character with good movement. How do you see yourself attacking the opponent? So with punishing, counter hitting, aggressive mix-ups, grappling and throwing, pressuring with plus frame moves. I do like my plus frames, but I think it's not as strong in Tekken 7 as it was in previous Tekkens. Especially with, the movement nerf compared to Tag 2 makes it better, but the power crushes and rage arts, it's just too scary. Poking down the opponent with a series of low risk moves. I do like my poking. I would say aggressive mix-ups. I do like my mix-ups. I feel like I'm going to be leaning towards Anna here, but oh well. I like with punishing, but I think poking with low risk moves. I like being able to have a range of moves, so I'm going to say that's secondary. The opponent is on the ground. What do you want to do? Do I play it safe, or do I aggressively dash in? I like dashing in and looking for mix-ups. I do like that. Would I want to play a character focused around setups? I prefer setups, but it's not essential. I always look for setups. Every character has setups to some degree, right? I'll say I prefer it. Would you want to play a character that focuses on stances, attack styles? I prefer having characters with stances just for variety and for knowledge checks, but it's not essential by any means. Do you value characters? Yeah, the better I'm getting at the game, the more I'm thinking movement is very important. Obviously my main's Elisa, who has top 3 backdash and top 3 sidestep in the game, and it's something I enjoy a lot. So yeah, I do think it's very important. How important do I think is evasion? That's a good question. Including stances and power crush. Including power crush, okay. I would say it's a little important. I think having evasiveness helps, you know, with dealing with certain characters' tools. If you know your character's options, I'd say it's important, but not essential. I mean, this is a very specific question, right? This is literally about those 3 characters. I find meter management just another thing that's on your mind, right? And it's something that I can do, but I feel like anything that takes my mind away from the core game is a detriment. So I'm going to say I prefer not having Key Gorge, but I don't mind it. Ooh. I don't care too much about tier placements. I don't like using characters that are outright overpowered, because, I mean, that being said, if my main was overpowered, I would still use them, right? I don't have a strong opinion on tiers. If I had tier 1 to 4, I would select that. Actually, you know what? For a main, I do want my main to be at least mid tier, right? So I'm going to say tier 1 or 3. Do you have a preference on character difficulty? I don't have a preference. I like being able to... I like easy characters, but also I like squeezing optimal things out of characters, right? I like having that reward. So I'm going to say I don't have a preference. Let's see. King, Bob, and Julia, right? That's not at all what I expected. None of my mains are on there. Wow, King, Bob, and Julia. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know quite how I feel about that. King's very grab heavy. I did consider using King at one point. I mean, I've considered using all these characters at one point, right? But, also I need to put Rukan on recommended players for Bob. That is not what I expected at all. I could see myself using Bob, and I could see myself using Julia. I think Bob is quite similar to some other characters I play. In some aspects, he's good at poking. He's good at big 50-50s. I like safe 50-50s, right? And Julia is just extremely strong, very fun. I would use her, but I don't think there's much point over other characters I use because she's quite complex. And I feel like Julia is a bit too popular for me to want to use her right now, you know? Like, everybody's using Julia. Alright, well that's it. I don't quite know how I feel about that, but I think King just doesn't quite suit my style. I'd be thinking too much about going for specific things. Bob is not a bad character, but I just don't like him too much. Julia is the one who I'd most consider using, right? Especially in the way the game is at the moment. But I think it's just a little bit too overused, and I don't quite like that. So maybe a bit odd, but I like optimizing the character and putting my own stamp on them, right? But yeah, that's it. It's very interesting to do this. Let me know what you guys get out of this and what your mains are. See whether you get the exact same or slight differences. That's what I got. So yeah, definitely check it out. Link is in the description below. And feel free to subscribe and like while you're here if you want to. Thanks for watching. Bye.